It's just a matter of time before Catherine received word that the Scots were moving south. And in her role as regent, she decides to mobilize whatever remaining forces there were to defend England. Remember, she is the daughter of the great Queen Isabella, and she is every bit the boss-ass bitch her mother raised her to be. And she's like, okay, James, you know it seems a little coincidental that you would flex the minute Henry left town, but since you're his family, I'm going to try and give you the benefit of the doubt. But just so we're clear and all, if you or any member of that haggis-eating shit heap you call an army step one dirty boot into England, I'm going to beat your fucking ass from here to next Tuesday. Get the picture? Now that I think about it, I don't think that's an exact quote, but I'd personally like to think it was spinning around in her head and she was just too much of a lady to say it out loud. The point is, Catherine was left in charge. She didn't need Henry's permission or advice from his council. More realistically, my guess is that she went to pray about it. She asked God for guidance, and she was given his blessing to go kick a little ass. The Scottish king had an army said to be 80,000 strong, and by August of 1513, they are advancing into Northumberland. Assigned to lead the defense of England is Thomas Howard, the Earl of Surrey, who is 70 years old. He pulls together an army of about 8,000 and confronts the Scots in the Battle of Flodden, which is still one of the bloodiest battles ever fought in England. Although the Scottish army had been reduced significantly due to sickness and desertion, James still had both a huge headcount advantage and his army had the high ground. For her part, Catherine traveled north to Buckingham and gave rousing speeches to inspire the reserve military forces in case they were needed. They were not. Despite some pretty difficult odds, Old Man Surrey delivered a resounding victory over the Scots, slaying at least 10,000 of King James's soldiers, dozens of Scottish leaders and high nobility, and even King James himself lay dead on the battlefield. The Scottish banner and the dead king's bloody coat were taken as trophies, and Catherine sent them to Henry in France. This was more than a great military defeat, as it threw Scotland into political crisis. Their king is now dead, along with a significant number of his advisors and noblemen. His son, James V, and heir to the throne, was just 17 months old. And it all happened while Henry was off playing war games in France, and Catherine of Aragon was left to run England.